Yeah, I don't have to disclose any information. I'm minding my own business.
So you do have to disclose your name and address because...
No. And what happens if I don't...
You're not able to tell me why you're here.
And what happens if I don't disclose my name and address? Are you going to start punching? Are you going to start kicking?
No, there's nothing.
Yeah, and what would be the reason behind that? I see your fear and intimidation techniques. Look, it's not working, okay? Really disgusted by the behaviour from Victorian police. I'm sitting here, minding my own business. No, this is appalling. It's putrid behaviour, eh? I'm serious. What's your badge numbers? First Constable James Deegan. Who have we got here? What's your name?
Sir, if you'd like, we're only asking you why you haven't got a paper.
Yeah, I'm minding my own business. You're sitting down, and I have an exemption. I stated that quite clearly.
You said you've got an exemption. What is the exemption?
I don't have to disclose any information. I'm protected by the Charter of Human Rights.
What are you doing out here? Have you got a valid reason for being outside your...
I'm minding my own business, as you should be.
Sir, that's not a valid reason for being outside. There's 5 reasons for being outside your home address. Everyone should be quarantining in their own home. Have you got a reason for being outside?
I most certainly do. I am a member of the press. I'm engaging in work. And I have every right to be here legally. What you are doing is violating my human rights.
You're saying you're working, are you?
I certainly am.
So can you tell me who you work for?
I certainly can. We are Change Melbourne.
Who?
We are Change Melbourne. I don't appreciate the body language. Look at the excessive force you got here. Totally surrounded.
Sir, what we might have to do is... We don't know what your credentials are. Have you got any credentials for your...
I most certainly do.
Can you show us those credentials, please? Who you work for and your name and address, please.
And what if I decline?
Well, sir, we might have to arrest you until we can validate who you are. We don't want to go down that track, though, do we?
Do you believe all this is necessary? You got cameras everywhere.
No one's going to do anything.
I've seen the police brutality. I've seen it, and I'm disgusted. I find it appalling.
There's not going to be any police brutalities. In fact, if you like, if you just
if you can call off the cavalry.
If you just want to walk over there with me, just me and you can hand your details to me. And then if you like, there'll be no one else around and then we can have a further discussion.
I think that would be the best way to go about doing that.
Okay.
Because this is totally uncalled for.
Sir. Let's go. We'll just go over here where you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Just over here, sir.
There's a correct way to deal with the public. You can be polite and courteous.
What about just here, me and you, just here. All right.
And this is totally unnecessary. I've seen the way you're trying to swarm on people. I'm a taxpayer. I've worked hard for this country.
All right, I'm just going to put my drink bottle down here.
You do what you got to do.
Chat, okay? All right, sir.
There are my press credentials. I work for We Are Change Melbourne, a very trusted media organisation.
So that's you, Jeff, is it?
It most certainly is.
So what are you doing out here today?
I am surveilling the scene.
Surveilling the scene?
Yes, I'm also filming. I'm engaging in my work, putting bread and butter on the table. It's a public service, a very honourable activity too, I might add. So you can take all those details down, you can take a photograph, you can take video of that pass. See, what this is a federally protected activity. And I find it very alarming what you guys are doing, the thuggish behaviour, the intimidation, the body language, all the tactics being used. It's totally unnecessary and unwarranted as well. This is no way to treat the Australian public. Very shameful. I see you got your backup coming over.
Jeff, what's your date of birth?
29th of the 11th, 88, and I've actually explained all this to some of your fellow officers. They honoured the exemption, they honoured the pass.
That's okay, we're just making inquiries.
Yeah, okay.
Jeff, what's your address?
I've declined to give that. You've got enough information there.
We've only got your name.
No.
We still need a...
I never gave any information last time to the officers. I've been here at previous protests. They tried to give me the same treatment, and I simply...
What suburb do you live in?
Handed over my information.
What suburb do you live in?
You've got enough information there.
I haven't got enough.
Yeah. I gave it to...
That's why I've come over to you.
No, you've got all the information necessary.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the members over there.
Because it's totally unnecessary. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to instill fear into somebody that's innocent and hasn't done anything wrong. It's really disgusting behaviour, eh? I'm serious, and I'll be lodging complaints.
So, Jeff,
you can't do this.
Jeff, can you tell me where you live?
Well, I spoke to some of your officers the other day, okay? I gave them that information that I've just given you.
Yeah,
they accepted
I
that.
haven't got that information.
They accepted it. You've got enough information with the name and date of birth. No, you don't need that.
Whereabouts do you work from?
We are Change Melbourne.
Change Melbourne.
We are Change Melbourne, yes.
This person who is identified by this document is a visual journalist.
Correct.
Videographer, photographer. The bearer of this card is authorised to investigate and report on newsworthy events and is mentioned in person. This card serves to identify as an associate member of the team, Jeff Rowe Productions.
Yep.
Credentials may be verified at www.youtube.
Correct.
Jeff Rowe Productions. So
And we are Change Melbourne as well.
Is that your own company, is it?
I am the chapter leader of We Are Change Melbourne. I've probably been a journalist longer than what most of you guys have been on the force.
Well, Jeff, we still have to make further inquiries. Okay?
Well, you do that.
So what we need to know is your address.
No, I never provided that. They said that's fine. With that name and date of birth, you can get all the information that you require.
I don't think I can.
And yes, you can. They did it last time.
What's his surname?
They did it last time. I'm not afraid because I'm doing everything right. See, as a member of the press, I have every right to document what's happening. This is a matter of public interest.
And you're going to put all this on your YouTube channel?
I certainly will. It'll be go on YouTube, Instagram, BitChute, Rumble, and
29 of 1188.
and any mainstream media outlets that want to pick it up too. People have every right to document what's taking place. And you're actually violating people's human rights if you're trying to impede that process. I will not buckle to the fear and intimidation, the horses, anything like that. This is a very honourable activity that I'm engaging in. And as I mentioned to some of your officers the other day,
Have you had any involvements with police in the past?
I have handed over my documents many times and they've honoured it every time.
So you still haven't told me what your exemption is for not wearing a face mask?
You don't have to disclose that information.
Well, anyone,
Under the Privacy Act, no, you
anyone
don't.
can just say yes.
You don't
I
have
an
to
exemption.
disclose that.
So,
That's an unlawful request to make people disclose
and also
that.
I need to know where you live as well.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I was talking to your fellow officers and they were able to ascertain all the information they needed with the information that I provided.
Have you got the address?
What's your current address, mate?
I'm not disclosing that. I gave you the information that you need. With the information... An honourable activity. A member of the press. I have every right to be here. I'm from a trusted media outlet.
Were you spoken to by police last week?
Yeah, and they took all the information and they honoured
What was
that.
the disposition of that interaction, sir?
That's all documented and that's actually been published too, as will this one.
So how long are you staying here? What's your purpose?
Well, I was actually going to see the situation and I was actually going to virtually move on until you brought in all the cavalry. And then it looks like I'll be staying here longer. The more you keep holding me here, the longer I'll keep filming.
I'll tell you what, we're happy for you to move on.
That's what happened last time, yes.
We're happy for you to move on and return home or return to your business address.
Yeah.
Where you can download your video and do your newsworthy stuff and what you need to do.
That's exactly what happened last time.
So that's what we need you to do. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, I will follow those instructions.
So let me just ask you before you go, what's your reason for not wearing a face mask?
I've stated this quite clearly.
Yeah.
You cannot request that information. It's under the Privacy Act.
Okay.
See, there's multiple reasons that people could have for that. It could be a whole myriad of things, and they shouldn't have to disclose that.
And
It's personal information. It's sensitive information. You don't just go disclosing that.
But what's your reason for being outside the 10-kilometre radius
I've
from
done-
your home address?
I've been working as a journalist, probably, as I said, longer than what a lot of you guys have been on the force. I've been out to the Ring of Steel. I've been out to the lockdowns. And they honoured that. They called through the police media team and they verified those credentials that I handed over.
So your
and
reason-
they said that's fine. Go about
Jeff,
your work.
So your reason for being outside your home address?
I'm working, and I'm working very hard. I'm working right now. Any corruption, any type of unusual behaviour, I will be recording it. Any police brutality, I will be recording that too.
Jeff, well, as you can see, you've been here for a little while, and
Yep.
it's all good at the moment.
That's right.
Everyone's minding their own business.
That's
Everyone's
correct.
just queuing up to
That's what I was assessing.
go in and getting their vaccines.
That's
and
what
so
I was
forth.
assessing, yes.
All right? So what we need from you is, as you said, probably time to go back, upload your
Exactly.
upload your information, do what you need to do.
That was the same procedure as last time.
All right, I'll give you this back. There, Jeff.
Okay.
All right.
And any other members of the press that turn up, you know, it's just a common courtesy when people are working. I'm trying to put food on my plate, as are you guys.
Who pays your wages?
The people that watch the program.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay. No,